All right. Okay, so what we're actually doing is this is practice now. There's like 35 minutes. Alvarez, the pro, Super GT, he's going to do the big laps now.
Say hello to everybody.
Ciao. Hello. What's happening, gents? Okay, so we're here in a wet Suzuka. I was hoping for a dry Suzuka, but I suppose it's good to get some wet testing. Why does this thing always go to this autofocus? Okay, there we go. The essential credentials. Hello, sir. All right. Out of focus. Back in focus, back in focus. Okay, so here we are. This will be a quiet one, in that I'm not going to be doing that much commentary. Hello, 3 days in a row. Kieran, how are you doing? I'm not going to be doing that much commentary. I'm just testing, getting used to the conditions and stuff. I'm on my own. There's no Harry Spotter. There's no engineer. It's wet. It's not slightly. No, the server's just become wet. I'm using the Redline. Ha! Nick Harry, what's happening, man? I'm using the Redline Motorsport server. So, unfortunately, I can't get into the team server because they've got me entered in a Ferrari, but for this race I'm using the Aston. Because we launched the Aston setups quietly today. Tomorrow I will announce it, but they are live on the website. Okay. So, I don't know. The last two Suzuka 8-hour races have been dry. So, although the first time I drove in Suzuka was in real life was in the rain. So anyway, we're just going to be driving around. Not much talking today. Not much commentary. I think it would just be good for you guys to join in while you see me driving around learning my way. Dennis, what's happening, dude? What is happening? So anyway, time to learn the rain with this car. Actually, I can't remember the last time I drove in the rain, besides making that crash video for YouTube. So let's see how it goes. The thing is, in this game, you use the racing line for the most part, so the discovery of like finding the quickest way around the track, it's not as cryptic as in real life, where sometimes you don't use the racing line, you go off the racing line. So at the moment, by the way, I'm on my dry setup because it's difficult to find a compromise. What? So I'm on the dry setup that we're going to be using if it was ideally all dry, and maybe I'll make some adjustments. We have to find a compromise if we expect it to be raining. No, GT Sport feels completely different in the rain compared to ACC. In fact, all of them have a different feeling, and I haven't found one which is quite accurate enough. First of all, it's absolutely terrifying in the rain. Also, ABS fires much quicker. There's a whole bunch of things. And you usually don't use the racing line, but it seems that in ACC you do, just like Gran Turismo. Oh, no front end there. Yeah, this is the Aston. We're going to be driving the Aston for this one. Because I just launched the Nick Carey, thanks for the $1, my friend. We just launched the Aston setups on the website, on the Coach Dave Academy. Yeah, don't use the curbs in general. All the games seem to have gotten that right. Okay, it's not possible to drive without the windscreen wiper. Usually in real life I operate it manually because I don't like this flicking drives me nuts. So you say that when it's drying you use the wet line. Okay, so in real life it's the other way around. When it's wet you use the wet line, when it starts to dry you go closer and closer to the dry line. No, this the livery will be red and white, Coach Dave colors. But you can't actually do much in ACC for the liveries. You can just change the colors and like I'll be able to put the Thrustmaster logo on, but no Coach Dave logos with face seats and stuff. Barry, you'll have to tune in on Saturday, mate, for advice on becoming an engineer when my regular engineer will be back on the show. What? Ask Dennis, if you did that at Spoon, 130R in real life, you'd probably be in the barrier. Basically, to become an engineer, you've got to study motorsport engineering. And then once you've got your degrees, you have to come to the racetracks and beg for a job. That's kind of what you have to do. Oh, that's too late. That's too late. That's too late. I took it flat in the race, but I wasn't meant to. I was kind of like late in the stint, it was super hot, and as I turned in, like, it was so funny because obviously this realization happened within a tenth of a second, but I turned in and I was like, oh my god, I haven't lifted, and I went flying off the track, managed to keep it off the barriers, dude. Like, I don't know, the 7th hour of the 8-hour race. Or what is a 10-hour race? Yeah, it's a Suzuka 10-hour, right? I can't remember now. I think it's a 10-hour. Yeah, so it was like the 9th hour of the race. As I turned, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't brake. And I just kept it out the barrier. Went on the radio, code brown, code brown. To take it flat though, that's crazy, even in quali. Race is on the 18th of April, 12 o'clock British Standard Time. So GMT +1. Oh no. Stay on track. Got it. And now I need to brake earlier for turn 1. Can brake a little bit later here. Use a lot of curve. You can do that in the rain as well, in real life. This corner would be something else. Yeah, definitely. The Suzuka 10H has the best memories by far. And by far the best fans. By far the best fans. Gonna take a slightly wider line just to roll the speed in. That seemed to work actually. I'm the only one in the server today, which is ironic. I was like, oh, I'll go on tonight with RLM servers and I'll be able to compare myself against other guys. And now tonight I'm the only one in the server because it's raining. Gotta do the laps even when it's not ideal for pole position. If it does rain, we need to know what it feels like, you know? So, if some of you are going to say, oh, close the brake ducts, the point is more that in the race we won't be able to do that, I think. Unless it's in this, this interface here. You can only change the brakes, you can't close the brake ducts. So if the race starts dry, oh, yeah, you need brake ducts for when the track is dry anyway, so we won't be able to close them even now for the setup, because we've got to test the car on a dry setup for a wet track. And then see if you can make a compromise along the way. So I wonder if you can change the roll bars in the pit stops. Oh my gosh. Woo! My brain was telling me that was much more slippery, but it's not in the game. No, no, no. Trying to brake later, it does not work. What? These times are quite realistic for the rain, actually. Should be doing like a 2:14 when I drove in the rain here 2 years ago. I'm looking at this thing to see. I can't change the anti-roll bar. Yeah, in the Aston. So it's not possible to change the anti-roll bar, which we could do in real life. Or at least in the Ferrari. I don't know what it's like in the Lamborghini, for example, Dennis, but in the Ferrari we can change the anti-roll bar quite quickly in a pit stop. So we could take off the ARB in the rain. It doesn't look like it's possible here. th of April. Philip, I don't think there's any chance of rain in the quali, to be honest. But it's up to the server. It's dynamic weather. Too fast in it again. Oh, come on. Keep it together. I have no idea what the pressure settings are meant to be for the weight. Zero idea. I haven't read the manual, to be honest. Twenty-nine to 30. So we're not that far away. It's not like we're completely out the window, we're just a little bit. Much better. No, my engineer's not with us tonight, gents. He's taking a break. It's just me doing some driving practice. And again, I'm using the dry setup because we won't have the luxury in the middle of the race to change to the wet setup. So it's pointless testing the wet setup. Ciao Mario!
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
Oh, I want to get on those curbs actually to help rotate the car. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do I ever get impressed by my own driving abilities? No, I'm mostly highly critical. I'm definitely... I mean, I've had one or two overtaking maneuvers which I'm pretty proud of, but I always think my driving is nowhere. It feels okay. The weights in the real life is 100 times more scary.
The fastest lap so far.
Feels like there's too much grip, but the lap times are similar. Hey, what's happening, Lee? How you doing, my man? Woohoo!
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that was nice rotation. Whoa! Too much. Too much rotation. I think the track is drying. It's getting a bit faster, I think. understeer there is not good. Don't lose time. It's definitely getting drier. I like spaghetti. Go to the Coach Dave Academy, CoachDaveAcademy.com. We're selling setups there, my friend. You can buy one. Fast setups as well. I'm using one of them right now, and this is a dry setup that I'm testing in the rain. So, yeah, you can buy a single track for like $7. It's nothing. There's quite a lot of differences between. In ACC, the Ferrari is very difficult to drive, very tail happy. In real life, it's the opposite. It's very stable in real life. So yeah, CoachDaveAcademy.com for those of you who want setups for the Aston or the Ferrari. They're now available, my friends. And I think the next car we're doing is Porsche. No, Audi. Audi and Lamborghini are the next ones to come. That was good. That was very nice. That's too late. Oh no, damn it. Yeah. So I use downshifting to slow me down. It depends. I mean, in turn 1 you don't want to do that because you'll just lose the rear. No, stay on the track! Oh.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
It's not necessary to go wide at the hairpin because the wet line is not necessary. So I just take the regular line and I try and shorten the corner so that I can get on the power sooner.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
I would like to go more rear bias though. In the rain we do tend to go quite a lot more rear, but yeah, Assetto Corsa is the closest to GT3s. Oh! Oh. In the hairpin, I'm hugging the apex. Oh, that's too much cutting. Whoa, don't read comments and drive, peril. I'm hugging the apex much more. Just like I would in the dry, because I think if you take the wide line, you're just going to spend too long waiting before you can get on the power. Whereas there I can get on the power quite early. Nice little drift there. Woo-wee. Oh, no, that's too wide. I'm racing the Aston. This is the Aston. Kieran, consistency is within 2/10 max.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I betrayed my Ferrari because today we released the Aston Martin setups. So I'm testing. This is the dry setup actually. It seems very good in the wet as well. Well, so far I have no other reference between besides that Santoros guy seems to have left. So, but in the dry last night this car was very quick. So the setup is good all round. And it's a 12-hour race, so you can't change the setup mid-race because it starts raining. You have to go with your dry setup, which is what I'm doing here. Too much TC. I haven't driven against a Corvette. I don't have an opinion except that they look good. Anyway, all these cars, their speed is determined by the balance of performance. Whoa! Let's see what it's like to follow someone. Thanks for the 35 rod there, Nifty. What a legend. Thanks so much, my man. What's that today? Like $2, I think. For those of you who don't know, the Rand is the South African currency. I miss home. Whoopsie! Yeah, sucks when someone's behind you for that long hair. In real life, you can see less. Much less than that. That was generous. In real life, in conditions like this, you'll just see a wall of white. I think, yes, they ran a yellow and red one last year, but I wasn't in the 10-hour last year, sadly. X-nay on that. Ooh, 12-1, that's quick. So apparently I can go into the team server now. I just want to check that out. How do you get quicker in the corner? Keeping the turbo up, I suppose? No. To get quicker in the corner, you've got to carry more speed, which means you have to have the right reference points. It really is that simple. Oh, it's raining.
Green light.
Oh, it's dry. Josh Martin. Is he in the stream tonight? I can't see him. Just 1 second, gents. Stream missed a bit there. Okay, sorry about that. Just sharing something with my setup engineer. 1 second. Phone is dying of battery death. Okay, so I think we were there in the rain-ish. I know I'm not going to be the fastest. I'm not the fastest in this game. No, the turbo lag won't affect your cornering speed. The more turbo lag there is, the earlier you have to get on the power, but you still should not be getting on the power before the apex. Track is fast. How the hell do you do that? What is your setting, Simon? What are you using to make it fast? I don't understand. Oh, it's registered me as Josh Martin. No, no, no. It's David Perrell in the car. You'll be stoked at that Fanatec, my man. Yeah, so we wanted to offer individual setups, but I can't make them for free. And I think anything below $5 the credit card company takes. So we made them $7, but the bundles for the moment are for $25 and will eventually go to $30. After you drive in the wet, the drive feels so quick. Bye-bye, understeer. Anything that you thought you had in the... Yeah, so the Aston's the same price, and it's all the tracks are there for the Aston as well. So now we're going to test dry setup in the dry. This is the discipline required. Yes, future updates are free. For now, at least. That's because I was gonna do a $15 a month membership, but I don't know how to do revenue share with that because I don't do the setups. I get other people to do the setups and I share the revenue with them. So we've decided to go. With the one-off purchases. So yeah, free updates. If they change the physics model and we have to update the setups, we'll make the necessary adjustments. Also, because I have a good relationship with the team at ACC, I will probably get... I was part of the beta program, and I will be again in the future. So hopefully we can anticipate any setup changes that we have to make. John, thank you for the $5, sir. Yes, this game's coming to console, I think in June or something. Someone said June, end of June. Which is awesome. Yes, my engineers use Motec. I don't understand the question about the different setups. What? When the drivers change the race outcome because of the setup. Well, in endurance racing, you need a safe setup that all the drivers are relatively quick in, but isn't going to kill them if they go into a high-speed corner. Because in endurance racing, your speed is not the determining factor. It's your consistency. Yeah, MSL, awesome, man. You won't be disappointed, buddy. Honestly, we haven't had a, well, let's see. Let's see what happens, but so far, the reviews have been positive. We've seen people go faster with these setups, and some are just using it as a baseline to work off and take another step on top of that. So,
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
yes, the setups are for sprint and endurance. Yes. There's a qualifying setup and a race setup. And the race setup is definitely suited for both. The only thing you have to change, because it's dependent on weather, is tire pressures. And I need to put a note on that on the website with a little tutorial of how to adjust tire pressures, because we can't preset those for you. I said the Fanatec is awesome. You're going to be very happy with it. Ooh, that was too quick in. Still green. Oh, hello, understeer, my dear friend. Yeah, I think ACO should have gone for the Super GTE idea and let the GTEs turn into DTMs. Effectively making them DTM cars which could do endurance races. Instead now we have this limbo of notes. But it would have been very easy for the manufacturers to change. This track would be my favorite if it had more grip. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't have a join button for mobile users. You mean on the YouTube app? I don't think it's available on the YouTube app. Ken, this is not my favorite track. This is replay. Hello. Thank you. Oh, this way. How do you donate? Oh shit, I don't think I put it in the chat. You can just send a... Oh, just enter something in Super Chat, Granville. Just put something in Super Chat in the YouTube chat interface. That's the best way at the moment. Sorry, I forgot to... Or buy setups. Buy a $7 setup and you've donated to the cause. These are Alpine style motocross gloves. Edwin, you're absolutely right. Consistency is how you win endurance races, not speed. Seriously. Your average lap time over a distance, your average speed per kilometer is more important than your average speed per lap. There is a conceptual difference there. It takes time to wrap your head around it. It's what I coach in my sessions, to be honest. What's happening, guys? Harry Spotter's taking a break. He's making a small change to his setup. Yeah. Everybody wants them gloves. They're on Amazon. Just search for them on Amazon. Search for them on Amazon. Okay, let's go full fuel now. New set of tires. I am sending... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh, David. Ah, the telemetry laps are working. They're working. They're working. Just sending my setup to... Not my setup, my data to Chris for later. The race is on the 18th of April, guys. Ahoy, legend. Just letting you know that I sent you the setups and also did some wet testing, and I think that the dry setup in the rain is actually not so bad. So we need to keep that in mind. But anyway, I don't know if this data has been saving, but I've sent you some, I think, wet and dry data. If you want to use it, it's up to you. The DD wheels to me are not worth the price. Ah, duck. ducks for cover. Jesus, did you see that? DD wheels getting throwing at me. DD wheels are great. If you gave me one, I would not complain. I'd be like, Stoke, look at my DD wheel. And I want a precision sim engineering wheel room for my base. And in order to do that, I'd have to buy a DD, but it's not worth the price. Simple. They are nice. They're nice, but not worth the price. Why is this not working? Why can't I select the game? Okay. So now we're trying maximum fuel. I just want to change one thing on my controls. You guys can watch now. V2.5 seems the right price. Ah, I think that's been a problem. Let me just open up the steering slightly. Okay. Oh, and I want to change one other thing. What the hell is this? I can't speak Afrikaans. Well, hang on. ACC should be a higher price. You can't compare a $2,500 wheel where $800 equivalent is just as good, in my opinion, versus a $40 game that needs to charge more to last longer and should be, in my opinion, a subscription model like iRacing, because then it would last forever. They'd have the motivation to do that. Okay, cancel that. Okay, so there I do have a problem with my Wat gaat? Are you gonna have fun with the GD4s? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't have much I don't have much enjoyment from the GD4s in real life that I've driven, but we'll give it a try. I hate this cold tire bug. Yeah, I'm not saying for 1 second they should be included on top. The cars and tracks. Hang on, sorry, I just got a Discord which I absolutely have to read because it's one of my Patreon members. And I just want to see if now is the time for some certain thing. So just one moment, please. John Harris was asking earlier if the R4M factory team is looking to improve. So for this race, we'll be entered as the Coach Dave Academy team because we are. The event is sponsored by me. So. Okay, Shane, my friend, if you're still watching, I want to wish you a happy birthday, my man. How old are you turning, man? How old are you turning? Tell us. We need to know. I hope you're not as old as me, buddy. I'm 35 this year. But I hope you're having an awesome day despite the lockdown. And if you are still watching the stream, I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, finally, time to do some laps. And Shane, thanks for the 35er earlier. I should be sending you money, not the other way around. Do we know when the patch is coming? No, I think that GD4 is coming in this next release. Okay, GT4's in the summer. Okay. What changes would I most like to see in ACC? I would like to see a different. I would like to see a more drivable Ferrari. One that's more user friendly. One that feels more as stable as the Aston. Because in real life, the car is unbelievably stable. It's like. This is Granny View mode because I'm tired of answering the FOV questions, and I actually have muted the word FOV. So this is my solution. I just got used to it. I don't agree with it. I think it's ridiculous that you can't see half the screen. No wonder people hit each other, by the way. You can't see anything. So yeah, the FOV trolls, they beat me. They're still wrong, but they beat me. How did I learn to drive? Gran Turismo 1. I think I need a triple screen. Okay, so now we're gonna just pretend that we're doing the start. No, the radar's it's a driver's aid that doesn't exist in real life. FOV. Chris, Mikey, would it be possible to release one setup as a demo? Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but for now, we haven't thought about that. It's not on the horizon at the moment. I can, if you buy the pack and you're not happy, I'll refund you though. Okay, now we go. 120 liters. Whoa. VR it makes me nauseous, so I mean, even with this triple screen thing, it's what if you don't have space for triple screens? Forget the fact that it costs, you know, like $1,500 or something. understeer. You know, I just went into the replays. It's because I'm talking to you guys and not focusing on my driving. No, Casey, I haven't raced in Le Mans. It's on my to-do list. I do get car sick. I even get car sick in the race car. In safety car periods, I get car sick. Yes, I've raced the GTE twice. I was meant to race it this year. The 488 GTE. I finished second at the European Le Mans Portimao last year. By the way, I used to have an ultra-wide screen, but it didn't work with PlayStation, so I had to return it. But I really liked it. I've raced Spa 24 4 times. Hang on. Spa 24 4 times, won it twice. Abu Dhabi 12 hour, 3 times, won it twice. And Paul Ricard 6 hour, 2 times, no, 3 times, won it once. Losing a lot of time in the third sector. I haven't done Nürburgring 24. It's not really on my list. And I was meant to do Nürburgring last year, but there's a long story behind that. And I want to race at Le Mans 24. That's all I care about. Sebring 12 hours would also be cool. Oh, Suzuka 10 hour, podium. Kailami 9 hour, podium. And Portimao 24 hour, podium. Mugello 12 hour. What was the other one I did? That's stupid preventing sinners. Can't remember. And then the Blancpain Endurance Series. What kind of music do I listen to? Deep House. Deep House. My whole life. And Judah Deep, Nora En Pure mixes, Lars Behrenroth, Deeper Shades of House, that kind of thing. My reference point for the chicane is wrong. I have to change it. Rizzi Competizione is in the States. No, they pulled out of VLN, not the 24-hour race. But they did 24-hour. I just wasn't part of the team because the DMSB wouldn't give me my license. I'm still trying to get it. I was in court instead of at a racetrack. Yeah, the problem is the Ferrari is so expensive to run. That's the problem. So, and Ferrari don't do like Audi and Mercedes and I don't know, BMW. They don't provide customer teams any factory support outside of engineers and a driver, which you have to pay for. Whereas some of the other manufacturers will financially support the private teams to make sure that their car is on the grid and does well. That's the nature of Ferrari. You want to drive a Ferrari, you got to pay for it as a team. This is the Aston. Yes, Ferrari use AF Corsa for the WEC. And in GT3s, AF Corsa is privately entered. Usually under the spirit of race banner. Depends on the car that's running. I think this Aston is the easiest car to drive in ACC. The McLaren's also easy to drive, which is strange. Would the GT3 be faster than the GTE? Maybe, I can't say for sure. GTEs have more torque, much stickier tires, but also the torque helps a lot. But the GT3 is much closer these days. Much closer. Oh my god. Yeah, the Berlinetta can't be a GT3. Basically any front wheel drive car, front engine car in this game is easy to drive. Anthony, what's up, man? Ahmed, the Aston setups are live right now. You can buy them right this second. They are available on the website if you want to buy them. I'm using the Suzuka setup as I talk to you right now. And it seems to have been quick in the rain, and yesterday when we did dry weather testing, super quick in the dry. Leaving at dawn, no, power difference is not minimal. There's a massive, they actually have different engines. But the GTE has less top speed and more torque. And the GT3 has less torque, more top speed. And these days the downforce is also, at least in the Ferrari, pretty neutral. No, I don't see hybrids in GT3 anytime soon. It's too expensive. Ahmed, that's absolutely awesome. Can I ask a huge favor? If you get time, can you send us a testimonial? I'd love to feature you on the website for that. Thanks, mates. In my opinion, the Aston setups are unbelievable. I've been testing them the whole day. And the car is so stable, so nice to drive and damn fast. Oh, as I say that, I went in there too quickly. No problem leaving at all. Thanks for contributing to the comments, my man. Yeah, they've changed the registration. I contacted them earlier. So it's actually been updated. That's why I'm in the server. So now you guys are going to see something interesting, which we can't do in real life, but we can do in the game. So wait for this. We're going to do a fuel test, and we're going to see how much time right foot braking saves to left foot braking, and if we have to use it in the race. I learned this from GTE testing, real life testing, GTE, but you'll see. It's always good to practice entering the pits if you're going to do a real race. Okay, so sorry gents, you can't see this setup because it's for sale. But I will tell you what I'm doing. The average fuel per lap is 3 liters, my current consumption, okay? So we're going to put in 5 liters, which gives us enough for an out lap and 1 flying lap. Okay, then from there, we're going to see if we can get to the finish line. We're going to see if we can get to the finish line. Oh, my neck. You know, I'm getting injured as a streamer because I'm looking forward and I always tense up a bit when I drive, can't help it. And then I'm always looking left to the comments. So my left shoulder is destroyed and my neck as well. It's completely destroyed from all the streaming. I know it's such a weird thing to complain about, but it's weird. But it's true. I've been dying recently from this. Okay, so we've got basically a lap of fuel to go. Why not run different engine map? Because let's see if you can right foot brake and find more time that way. All these revs don't help with the test, but we test it anyway. Comments above screen. Yeah, I need a screen mount for that, and Amazon's only sending technology stuff at the end of April. So ordering anything technology related from Amazon in the UK is giving me an April 28th delivery note. And anyway, my screen mounts, it won't work actually. That's pretty fundamental too. Now the key is the two laps, the out lap and the next lap have to be the same. Can't be lifting and coasting like an idiot, or not pushing on this lap, because it gives you a false reading. You have to be true to your own readings. You have to be true to yourself. The key is not actually to do the laps, it's to see where you end up on the racetrack. So the first thing we're doing here is left foot braking. No lifting and coasting, just a baseline. I'm on the RLM server, but it looks like I'm the only one who's testing. Track view, I don't even know how to turn that on. Oh, sorry guys. I'll turn it now, sorry I missed that. Just hang on. Hang on. I need to do this again, right? Oh, jeez. Gotta take off the glove. We have 2.2 liters of fuel left. Oh, this is quick. No! No, it's not gonna work. Oh. Okay, we're still gonna have to do the test again because I didn't brake into the first corner properly. We have 1.6 liters of fuel left. Where do we run out? What I actually want to do is give us a bit more fuel to see where I land up if I can get to the finish line. We can still use this as a test. So where do we run out? I'm not sure if power's down. That's not the test here. It's how far can you get with different style of braking. Oh, come on, car, turn. Okay, exit of spoon. Rafael, Aston Martin setups just got launched. Oh, sorry, mate. And the Ferrari setups are available, and the Audi's next. And my team is right now, the engineering setup guys are working on the Lamborghini. So that's exciting, don't you think? Oh my god, you have... So that I knew that was going to happen. Hey Kev's dad. What's happening, my friend? I hate this when this happens. Go full screen, sir. I had to take my glove off because I had to turn off the view. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we exited spoon. Looking forward to Audi setup. Me too, actually. I let them do the setups, just like in real life. Okay. Now for the right foot braking test. Let's see how much further. If it's only just to the exit of spoon, like a little bit down the hill, then it makes no sense to use right foot braking. But it could be useful. If you want to squeeze out another lap because you don't know what the weather's going to be like, then you whip out the right foot braking and you save a lap of fuel, and you could open up a window where going to wet tires are the solution. Do you understand, my friends? Micro coasting is the correct way. In GTE, the engineers ask you to only right foot brake, which I can't do. Yeah, it doesn't work the F11 for some reason. I always have to do that hack. I don't know why it doesn't work. Anyway, I'm not the best right foot braker because I was only introduced to this concept earlier this year, or sorry, late last year, because they said, David, if you do race at Le Mans, you're going to have to work on your fuel consumption, and the easiest way to gain a lap at Le Mans is to right foot brake. And in sim racing, it's like, oh, if you don't left foot brake, you're slow. Well, that's true. So I've been doing a lot of right foot braking testing in iRacing, but not yet in ACC. Okay, 2.8 liters. Remember, when I was left foot braking, I ran out of fuel the next lap as we exited Spoon. And the key here is to push on the outlap as well. To make it a fair test. Remember, I screwed up turn 1 though, so that could influence results, but not by much, just a few meters. The key is to see how much further we can make it. So I'm starting the lap on 2 liters, and I think the last lap I started on 1.8. Oh, okay, so I also messed up this one, but that's alright. Right foot braking through here is not easier, gotta tell you that. It's much easier to left foot brake through there. Whoa. Right foot braking can also calm down your driving considerably. Looks like we're gonna run out of fuel sooner. I may have to do this test one more time because I've validated it almost every single time with at Barcelona, and I can't remember the other track. Let's see if we make it. Remember, we've got to get to past Spoon. Still pushing. Oh, we're not going to make it. Looks like we saved just... Okay, so just as we're exiting Spoon, you know what's interesting is at Barcelona, I can get from the chicane all the way to the start finish just with right foot braking. That's the difference. So, one more test, my gents. We're just going to add a little bit more fuel. Yes, but in both instances, Patrick, I was shifting in the yellow. So, sorry, face cam incoming. You're going to hate me. You have to see my mug. All I'm doing now is going to 7 liters of fuel. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Oh, wait. What was the fuel consumption there? Interesting. Okay, and ACC live. There you go. And this time I want to hit... We're going to do that test again because you need more than one result. More than one test. Change this entire setup. Yes! Enters cheat code. Provided by ACC. Provided by RS. RS is actually on the other line. No, not really. Some drivers just like using the right foot to brake. And it also helps around tighter tracks. There's a tendency for them to stop the car sooner. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Left foot braking is usually quicker around high-speed tracks. Some on a single lap, but not necessarily over a stint. Right foot braking is usually quicker around slower tracks. Again, on a single lap, not over a stint. But right foot braking is definitely quicker over race stints where fuel consumption is a factor. it's not so much riding the brakes, because professionals definitely do not have that problem. There's a tendency to do a small overlay, it's called. And that's when you're braking, accelerating, as you go to the brake, like that, there's an overlay. For the smallest of seconds, tenths of a second, tiny, tiny margin. And most left foot brakers do that. So the first thing you try before you adapt to right foot braking, yeah, but center raced when you had to heel and toe and stuff, very different era. The first thing you try to do is you try to 3.8. You try to adjust that overlay to the point where there is no overlay, so that your braking looks in the data like right foot braking. And that's almost impossible to get right. It just seems to be a natural way of left foot brakers, it seems. No, no, no! Oh, God's sakes. I totally bottled that. Still braking at the wrong point. My reference point is wrong there. Anyway, let's see where we get with the fuel. So we got 1 liter as we cross the line, 0.9, 0.8 liters. As we cross the line, we went to 0.8. I was looking in the wrong place. Okay, top of the hill. Yes, once I have a camera there, we'll get a pedal camera, but not yet. I need an Elgato. I could use my GoPro and link my Elgato. I don't think you guys want to see my feet. Philippe, this kind of info is going to be in the academy. Okay, right foot braking time. So as we cross the line, we're at 0.8 liters. Let's see if we can gain 0.2. If we can gain 0.2, that is a lot. A lot. Because if you take it over a stint, even half a stint, maybe you can get half a lap. And if you do that 2 times, in 2 stints, you got 2 laps. 1 lap. And that 1 lap can open up your strategy for the race. For tires, I mean. Okay, start our lap. Looks like we're going to end with the same amounts. Looks like. So at this track, maybe it's just not as influential. Oh, hit the apex, David, for heaven's sake. Yeah, I helped develop the TLCMs. That is correct. This time no track limits. It's interesting that we're using more fuel. Not a bad lap time, huh?
This is me, your personal best.
It's so interesting that we use more fuel, because I've done this test 100 times at Barcelona in this game, and I've gone from the chicane to the start finish on a 3-lap run. We ran out of fuel at the same time. We have to analyze data. The only way to see that, the only way you can see that is with the data, and you have to then work out percentage off throttle and then lap time comparison. I'm about 3/10 slower with that, because the other theoretical was 8/10 quicker. So now what you do is, you take this data and you send it, or you open it up in Motec. And then you have to calculate if ACC is giving us that data, how long you were off the throttle versus normal. My neck is killing me. Now for fun, just for fun, because I'm not doing the qualifying, James Baldwin is, world's fastest gamer. He's in the team. Okay, just 1 second. Freitas, just to let you know that I've sent you some data. It's 2-lap runs, and I did it twice. So if the first run is left foot braking, the second run is right foot braking, and I did both of those runs twice just to check. See which one is consuming more fuel. Based on my findings here, it looks like right foot braking is using more fuel, which is bizarre. But maybe you can tell me why if you get the time. Rafael, I'm trying to figure out how to do a monthly fee and still do revenue share with my setup engineers. If I can figure that out, where I pay them per download, then yes. Then it will be about $15 to $20 per month. And you get everything. Yes, we use Motec in the real world as well. Okay, now just for fun, oh wait, let's actually load the quali setup. interestingly, we lost 300 mils just exiting the pits. Hey Scott, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the 2 Zos. Thanks so much for that $2, my man. Still braking too late there. Not good prep for the first lap. Lap 1 of 1. This is just for fun. Again, I'm not doing quali, so this is just for fun. Let's see if we can put a lap together even. Oh. It's quite stiff. Anyway, we keep pushing. I think we need to try. We need to try a race setup with less fuel. No one knows what's happening next year for racing, my man. So I don't think anyone has a contract really to speak of. I'm sliding too much. I'm sliding too much. I ended up with the Aston because we've just launched Aston Martin setups on the website. So I'm validating them and we're going to race with them as well. Yeah, it's not a case of whether or not Ronaldo you want me, it's what kind of racing rules is going to even survive after this corona crisis. So that setup there, for me personally, it doesn't. I went too stiff. I made big adjustments on that setup this evening before you guys even saw me. So we're going back to the race setup, and which is softer, and less fuel. I just took out the race fuel. Got to understeer there. Couldn't find the front. What's interesting to me is that this delta is of my right foot braking lap time, which isn't my favorite foot. I love the Suzuka racetrack. I was expecting more. I was expecting more lap time, honest to God.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Not so impressed with that. I mean, I don't know if conditions are hotter now. No, it should be okay actually. No, I haven't tried manufacturer sims. But I have tried high-end sims like. Okay, my theoretical at the moment is only at 0.8. Not good enough. Still 1 second away. I've tried sims worth over 100,000 euros though. Pretty intense ones. I'm not a big fan of motion sims though. I'm just a fan of good force feedback and decent pedals that are not too stiff. Some simulators, the pedals are way too stiff. How much is that? I don't know, it depends. Most simulators at that level are customized to the nth degree, so it could be multiple core processors for every single corner of the car. Could be the actual motion rig. Could be the direct drive wheel. Could be the pedals. I mean, it really does depend. I have calibrated a number of those top sims and been paid for it, which is cool. But I haven't done that in a long time actually. I was thinking Ferrari there on the upchange. Ah! That's irritating. What an idiot. In real life, you can feel the grinding of the pad against the disc on non-ABS cars, and with ABS cars, you can feel the ABS firing. It's like da 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 da. It's an awesome feeling, and you have none of that in sim racing. Jerry, I'm aware that I'm running out of fuel. I can assume you just tuned in. Stop the car, let's go to garage. I've been testing fuel consumption. GT Freak, how you doing? Fanatec V3 pedals have ABS shake. Yeah, you can't feel it. Guys, in real life, it's like when you feel the grinding of the pads against the disc. When you can feel the pads grinding against the disc and hear it, it's like, ooh, it's like this crazy feeling. You feel it directly in the pedal. You have so much feeling, especially on fresh pads. There's none of that in any simulator, even the top-end rigs. It's like driving without force feedback. Once you've felt it, it's like the best thing ever. Look at this. Just getting to turn 1 is 0.3 liters. Imagine your car had consumed this much fuel. Yeah, I suppose so, but TL Thrustmaster just launched these pedals. Whoa, so let's give them a minute, I suppose. Okay, gents, this is the last lap, so tell everyone in the stream to like and subscribe. Check out CoachDaveAcademy.com, CoachDaveAcademy.com for center course setups, for driver coaching. Kelvin van der Linde is now in there, Formula E driver. Well, actually, he's a GT3 Audi factory driver, but he also does Formula E. He's going to be coaching in iRacing. Jordan Pepper is also there now. So you don't just have to do coaching with me, you can do coaching with better drivers. And you saw how Kelvin van der Linde smoked Max Verstappen. So he's now available to you. Anyway, last lap. Thanks for watching. And let's get this done, eh? Oh no. Missing apex is not a good start to this freaking lap. What happened to my front? Dear front, where are you? Love, David. Too aggressive on the power. Oh. Okay, I lied. We're doing one more run, but we're giving ourselves enough fuel to do 2 laps. I just went double. I was meant to go. Let's go to 11. Change the tires. Connor, we are testing Aston Martin setups, and I want to do this race in the Aston. We think that around here the Aston will be better over 12 hours. I wonder if I didn't change tires last time and that's now affecting the setup, because now the car feels amazing. That's probable, that's probable. Still got understeer, but this is the race setup. This is the race setup with low fuel, just to see. Yeah, Scott, thanks. Yeah, I've been wanting to post that quote for a while. People are picking up on it now. It's on my Twitter page, Christopher. I'll answer it after these 2 laps. Oh man, I wasn't concentrating. Third gear I tried, but it doesn't work. Have to go to second there. Treadmills are to runners. Simulators are to racing drivers what treadmills are to runners. It's not the real thing, but you're still running. That's the quote. What the hell did I do out of the hairpin last time? That's right foot braking for you actually. Stopping the car, getting a turn. Maybe I need right foot brake for the hairpin only. I'm addicted. One more time. One more time. One more time. Lots of Astons. Another Aston there. I know that the tire pressures aren't perfect, but forget it. It doesn't matter. Just please forget about it. Please ignore it. Oh, I'm tired. This lap's gonna be messy, but I'm gonna try. I'm so tired. That's change view in Gran Turismo, and in here, it's my wiper. David! Ah! A little bit too quick into 130. That's why we filled the car. It was for that moment. Idiots! Hey Kieran, welcome to the Academy, my friend. Thank you for becoming a member. Much appreciated, you gents. Getting a little bit of frame rate lag here. The 59s elude me,
So far.
but I'm getting more and more used to this game. Okay, that's it. That's it. Who's asking me questions? What do you think of the Porsche in ACC? I've only done a few laps. Very easy to drive. Very, very easy to drive. Alright. Gloves are off. Ready to fight. Joking. Ready to go to sleep. Oh, he's trying to start that engine. He's going to smoke out the starter motor. It's going well for him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you around the next lap. Don't forget, the Aston Martin setups are now available on the Academy website. Until the next time, thank you again. Thanks for all the support. And I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but definitely on the weekend. Peace out. Have a good evening. Ciao, 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 ciao.